Viewers beware, you're in for a scare.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spray Love, and this one here is about a fragrance that could be designed for Halloween. You know, in October I always go and see some horror movies, some pop movies from the 90s, from the 80s even, and like it just makes me remember the time where we could go to rental stores and like buy or rent VHS, DVDs, and even in the late period some Blu-rays. But we might think that this era is gone, long gone, even so to say. But I'm still one of the believers that think it will eventually come back and we will be able to stop with all this Netflix thing and just go back and rent some DVDs and maybe even like rent some 4Ks. But yeah, maybe it will never happen. But nonetheless, Xyrena, a company that makes fragrances based in Los Angeles, has made one fragrance that makes us remind that this era is still pretty much alive, and it's this one, Cinemaniac. Cinemaniac is, this is the packaging, by the way. It's like, it's genius. It actually looks like a VHS. It's completely like a VHS, you know, even some of the details that you would find on a VHS box are there. And one might say that it's a weird box for a perfume, but when you see the inside, it's just perfect. You know, it's so well displayed. The bottle in itself is really nice too, but it's so nice in there that I can't figure a way to take it off. You know, it's so pretty. And but the bottle, like, you know, it's got all the things you want from a bottle, like the tags, like the engraving in the back. You know, it's the cap just locks there really well, like it doesn't come off. It sprays nice, you can see. Just really nice, you know, and not too much, which is my next point. This is overkill. You don't even understand what overkill means before you smell that one, because it smells so strong that you put one spray of it and you'll smell like that for 2 days, and everyone will notice the popcorn that seems to be made around, the Coca-Cola that seems to be like drinked, and the red licorice that seems to be eaten, as well as the pretzels, which are the notes that are featured on this one. It really says featuring notes of hot buttered popcorn, a classic cola accord, soft pretzels, and red licorice. And I don't remember who, but some reviewer on internet like hinted that it also smelled like this, um, you know, carpet cleaner detergent that they used in the cinemas back in the days. I don't know if they still do, but that they used back in the days. It kind of smells like that. Or in the Blockbusters, it was carpet like all around, like it was a huge rug, and they put some detergent on that, and it actually like it seems to me that it's true. It actually smells a bit like this detergent, and it smells like freshly cleaned carpets or rugs that were all over the place, even on the walls there were rugs and carpets in cinemas and in some rental stores like Blockbuster. And it just amazed me that it actually smells like going back in one of those things, those relics of the past. It just amazes me so much because I loved it so much. I was so sad when all the rental stores were closed, and you know make me feel really sad. And that one makes me remember the good part of going looking for DVDs, looking for the new CGI films from 2003, that glorious period. And you can see by the box that it hints at one type of like very specific movies, like the horror movies, the slasher movies from the 80s. um, like it actually says on the box, she came to chill, he came to kill, which is like, it's awesome when you think about it for 2 seconds. Like, everything fits in so well in that universe. We were back in 2002, and the 80s and the 90s, and getting the huge popcorn with the huge cola and all about this. Like, I miss it so much. But my concern for this one is that, like I said, it's overpowerful. And also, it does smell like popcorn. Like, it really does. I don't know how they did to get the accords to smell like popcorn, cola, pretzel, and licorice, but they really nailed it. And it's great, for one part, but also not many people really want to smell like popcorn, cola, and licorice on a daily basis. Like, you want to smell like that maybe once in a while you watch movies with friends, go to the cinema, or have a Halloween party, which is why I'm doing this now, because maybe some people will like to buy it and have it on their Halloween parties. I most certainly will, even if it's COVID and the party is on Zoom. But it is really, really, really nice. But it also is not very versatile, very hard to wear in general for my part. I don't wear it that often, and it's overpowerful. So it's 50 ml. You don't need more. I don't think so. Like, I don't think that you ever need more than 50 ml of this thing in your life. Maybe I will prove myself wrong, but I don't think so. So for all of those of you who go out in the street wearing Versace Eros right here with 12 or more sprays on them, like, everyone knows someone like that. Everyone has smelled someone like that, which is, Eros is very powerful, and you might choke everyone around if you do that. But this one, you will choke them with butter and popcorn and detergent and sugar. So it's gonna be like a lot worse. Also, I wanted to mention that this is kind of designed for a specific type of movies you would like to watch uh, with that on. You know, it's like the Thing, you know, from John Carpenter, The Fly from David Cronenberg, you know, Escape from New York, and even all of the any movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger would do the trick, you know, because it's like the 80s vibe, even if it's not a slasher, it's not a horror film. Like I watched it, I watched Commando with that on, perfect, you know, I was having a good time. I would even go as far as to watch all of the Expendables or all the movies of the like. It's pop movies. It's mostly the slashers. It's really nice to do it on a Friday the 13th or a, you know, a Nightmare on Elm Street, or you know, all of these movies that we really love dearly. The Scream like franchise, the Aliens, you know, all of the like the Predators. All these movies are really good to watch with that on or that in the room, because yeah, I think you can actually use it as a room fragrance and it's gonna be like really great. Like I sprayed like once in front of you guys and once on that tissue, and like it fills the room. And I'm wearing, actually behind this, I'm wearing Black Orchid Parfum by Tom Ford, which is very very powerful, and I can't even smell it because it's too powerful, the Cinemaniac one. So it's a really great fragrance overall, but it's more of a novelty item. Like, you know, I have it because it's nice to have in a collection. I'm a sucker for the VHS packaging, the classic retro vibe. You know, I've got those glasses, and it's not for nothing. You know, I'm an 80s fan. I'm an 90s fan, like enthusiast, or whatever you would like to call it. And like, this is not something that no one would even remotely want to market as being feminine or masculine. It's really just a matter of, if you like really post-ironic meta jokes, and if you're an 80s enthusiast and someone who believed in that lost era of the blockbusters. So that's about it. That's about anything I'd have to say about this one. The only thing is, which I want to mention, like I said, I wouldn't remotely wear that as a signature scent or on pretty much any occasions. But if you really like it, and I know some people who have really liked it and even wanted to make it a signature scent, and I'm sure many people out there could rock it. Remember that your love for one fragrance is really stronger than any opinions that us reviewers could have. So just wear whatever you'd like, and don't just spread love, spray love.